Hello everyone, so welcome back. I haven't made anything on here in a couple of days, actually a little bit more than that. I've been doing some stuff, just got some income taxes we're looking at possibly moving, and among other stuff. Y'all know that I've been trying to get into the Navy. It's not looking very good for me right now because I'm having to go to Louisiana to get the state of Louisiana, obviously, to get some records of some stupid stuff I did whenever I was way younger. 33 now. So, anyways, obviously because of the name of the video, y'all might be looking for the same thing that I am, which is QCB training or QCC training. Especially now that I'm realizing, hey, I might not be able to get into the military. I'm still wanting to be able to serve my country in some kind of way, even if it's on a small scale, like helping people in the nearby area that want to become proficient with a firearm, to be able to get that training and to become proficient, whether it's helping them myself, or pointing them in the right direction. I'm also wanting to become more proficient myself. I definitely know the ins and outs of all of it, especially the super popular stuff, the AR platforms, Armalite rifle platforms. It's not automatic rifle or assault rifle. It stands for Armalite rifle. Also like Glock and like some of the SIGs and stuff. Once you've shot one, you've pretty much shot them all. Once you get it in your hand, you can pretty much figure it out. So all that stuff. Hey, once you get a gun, a good way to get used to it is to play with it. Take all the bullets out of it. Make sure there's none in the magazine, none in the gun. You practice dropping the mag, pulling the mag out of a mag holder, and inserting the mag as fast as possible, dropping the mag, and as you're dropping it, putting another one in. Dry fire exercise that works amazing. If you watch with a lot of these airsoft players from like Japan, there's this one guy named, I think his name was Liku or something like that. He went and shot with Lucas on T-Rex arms. He never shot a real gun in his life and went there and was blowing people away just because he had so much dry fire practice with a pretty much identical platform. So the M4s or AR-15 platforms in airsoft is the same as an actual the actual the controls and ergonomics of a real AR-15 or a real M4, which is basically the M4 is the military version of the AR-15. So if you can become proficient with a airsoft Glock or AR-15 or whatever, that does translate into the real firearms world as experience. Obviously, there isn't the recoil and the weight of those the weight of a real one versus a fake AR airsoft one might be a good bit different, but hey, it works. Dry fire practicing as far as like drawing your sidearm, and as soon as you get it picked up and you point it the direction you want to, and you look at your sights, it's pretty much where you want it to every time. That way you barely ever have to tweak the sights at all, and you get to the point where your gun is just an extension of yourself. I do that, especially with my sidearm, and I find that to be super effective. It has helped me to become more confident with my gun and having a proper grip on the firearm and stuff like that, which is basically, your thumbs over each other. I don't have it with me, or I would show you exactly what I'm talking about. But hey, it is what it is. I don't have it with me. It's inside the house. Also, another big thing that I'm planning on doing to keep because of the price of 223 and 5.56 ammo, it isn't what it is. It's still cheap, but not what it used to be. Where you could get steel cased 5.56 ammo for $5 for 20 rounds. It's not like that anymore. Or you could get some really good stuff for $15. It's not like that anymore. So, but what you can do is you can buy an AR platform 22 LR, where it has the magazine release the same exact way and the bolt release in the same way, has the same charging handle and trigger and extendable buttstock, and Everything's pretty much the same. They might be completely polymer except for the barrel and action, but hey, it is what it is. You can find some that are heavier that have the aluminum, your aluminum upper and lower and all that stuff. But hey, in the long run, spending $400 and something on a AR-15 that's a 22 rifle, 22 long rifle, will definitely save you on ammo because you can buy 500 rounds or so for $40. So if you are wanting to practice the QCB and stuff like that, not only will it save your hearing a whole bunch, but it'll also save your pocketbook, and you'll still get that good training. The only real difference I can see there being, obviously, is range and recoil. So, but it still will help you be more proficient and confident, and that's what I'm looking for. So if any of you that are watching this right now have made it to this point and have stuck with me, hey, if you know anywhere in Northeast Missouri to get QCB training, leave it in the comments below. I definitely want to hit those guys up wherever they are and figure out how to do it. Let them know what my my reasons are for me to be able to myself become as proficient as possible so I can teach people nearby that are interested in wanting to learn. And also, while you're teaching, if you do yourself know a whole bunch about this, while you're teaching, you're also becoming more proficient and teaching people how to defend themselves and their families is just an amazing thing. It really is. And so that's what I'm wanting to get into. I have thought about being a part of a militia group. It's just hard to get a hold of those guys, and the mainstream media and other outlets like Google and Wikipedia and Twitter have labeled them basically terrorist organizations, anti-government organizations, which they are not anti-government at all. They are they go against people who go against the Constitution, and they are basically a last like a last effort defense against something terrible happening. Either whether it be protecting us from a tyrannical government, or if we would become invaded, or if the cops don't have the manpower that they need to take on a certain task. That's where civilians step in, because that really is our jobs, because those cops, they have families too that they want to get home to, and I completely support them. Obviously, there's bad cops. There really is. I've seen some terrible stuff that some police officers have done, anywhere from setting people up to unlawfully shooting people, to just all kind of stuff like that. And also like the police brutality that happens. I definitely, I can't even say that I don't agree with it. It's that stuff makes me sick, because it paints a bad picture for all the rest of the law enforcement out there that love their citizens that they protect. And I respect those police so much. You have no idea. A lot of cops sometimes make bad decisions and do things that ends up getting them in a lot of trouble. And hey, I understand bad decisions, but as a whole, I do believe that law enforcement wholeheartedly has, our safety, is their number one priority, and I respect it so much and I appreciate it. But now that it's kind of to the point for me where, if y'all watch my other videos, y'all know that I got permanently disqualified from the Navy because of some past charges that I had forgot about. And I went through my whole process and finally got to the point where they were fingerprinting and stuff like that. And when my fingerprints came back, my recruiter was like, "Hey, you've been permanently disqualified." After I've been in this process for a year because of my neck tattoo and all that stuff, I was so super excited. So I messaged her and said, "Is there anything that I could possibly do to still get in?" So after about a couple hours, she messaged me back and was like, "Hey, if you go to the state of Louisiana and you get all of your personal records from anywhere that would have records on you, especially the stuff that she sent me that came back, which was just a couple of things. One of them was I drank some energy drink called Sparks that got some alcohol in it or whatever, and I wrecked my motorcycle. So I had an underage DUI. And then I also had a simple battery charge. So I have to go and you can get that for pushing someone, which is literally what happened. They dropped one of the more serious charge and kept the lesser charge. So, but yeah, I regret that stuff all the time. I wish that as a younger person, I'd have been more responsible and more, you know, just a better person. But it is what it is. So I'm gonna try to get that stuff, submit it to my recruiter. Hopefully they can do something with it, and I can still get in. So I do still have a chance if y'all are wondering. But yeah, so basically the main purpose of this video is, I really want to find out about this stuff. So if you know where that stuff happens, if you know, I will actually make a shorter video that's like 1 minute long, explaining just this point. What I'm looking for, the QCB training in Northeast Missouri. So I am looking for that. Like I said, if y'all have some information on that, or you know, even just for the sake of me, if you care, want to help me out, if you or a family member, you know, happen to be special forces or an Army Ranger, or even just, you know, Army infantry, you know, or Marine Corps, you know, a Marine that was combat trained extensively or whatever, and that would be cool with training somebody for not a whole bunch of money, because I'm not a rich person, hit me up in the comment section. I definitely appreciate it. So anyways, whoa, what's going on with my tripod? Anyway, I love you. Jesus loves you, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.